Ladies and gentlemen, I'm a big believer that SoFi is on a path to accelerate their growth past levels that any of the analysts are expecting currently, and why I continue to buy this stock at these levels, hoping for the $30 ranges or even $40+ ranges in the next 4 quarters or so. So let's talk about this expanding growth and help visualize what I'm seeing in the market. So, as we can see, in my last video, I talked about Q3 of 2024 being an inflection point because of the start of the loan platform business, which has actually allowed them to cross-sell their existing members into more loans that they don't have to house on their books and end up selling to other financial institutions. That has led them to accelerate their sales and marketing budget and expand to 3 consecutive quarters of insane member growth, record-breaking for their company. And you can see here how they've accelerated that growth, especially in Q2 of 2025, where they've really pushed for sales and marketing expenses to increase. Now, in July, which is actually Q3, we're seeing once again signs that the new amount of member growth is going to continue to accelerate as we now have a record level of website traffic for SoFi. Okay, this is sort of equivalent to what we're seeing on their Facebook and Google ads trends, where they're really ramping up the amount of advertisements there. And we're going to see potentially a lot of new people come, not just through website traffic, but also through app downloads. So the combination of the two should lead to new, member growth as well. But these are the types of things that I'm seeing that are making me believe that this growth is going to be here for a long time. SoFi is now ramping up with temporary boosts in APYs to get people to sign up with direct deposit for SoFi Plus. Okay, so this is a 0.7% boost to the amount that people can make, which is usually 3.8% at this current Fed rate. But now the people who sign up today can get 4.5%. The last time that we started to see fintechs that ended up ramping up the total amount of sales and marketing expenses so then people could make more and more dollars in short promotional periods, Robinhood ended up starting this back in January of 2024. Since then, they have ran many different types of promotional periods to grow the amount of assets under custody on their platform, and the stock has exploded. Now, it's not just that. They've put out amazing products along with this. They've taken market share from their competitors. They've grown internationally. There's a lot of things that have made Wall Street very bullish on Robinhood stock overall. However, this was a key turning point for their success, was end up spending for future growth. And that has 10.6x since January of 2024. We're now August of 2025. So it's been a while, but still, that's an unbelievable return. Now, SoFi Plus is where you go to get multiple perks that are valued in thousands of dollars based on you just bringing over $10 a month or a direct deposit relationship with SoFi. Okay. Now, why would they do this? Because they can? No, of course not. Like Cash App has shown, no matter what type of product that many people end up cross-selling into, it's the direct deposit relationship that ends up bringing the most amount of activity to any fintech or neobank. And you can see from SoFi here that they are wanting this exact same idea, that across any of these features, you get all of these bonuses, which end up cross-selling into SoFi Money, SoFi Invest, credit cards with bonus rewards on top of that, better rates on SoFi home loans, personal loans, and student loans, and doing more referrals through 50% discounts on Hello Privacy or $200 off Trust with Trust and Will. So it's a total cross-sell to the rest of the products that they have in their feature set, or the product set here. And that has led to some severe cross-selling growth for them ever since they put out SoFi Plus, but now they are pushing this very heavily. And you could see why. I mean, Chime put out a report on this saying that whenever they get someone onto a direct deposit relationship or primary banking relationship, the amount of products that they end up taking out over time increases. This is very exciting. It increases the average revenue per user based on the amount of products that someone has. See, 2 products might bring in $130 for Chime, but if they have 6+ products, this brings in about $442 per month. So this just goes to show you the importance, right? Nubank, exact same thing. What you end up seeing is that they tried to get people over to primary banking relationships here. The total percentage also very high, 59%. They try to get more and more customers into more products, which raises average revenue per user over time. And they're getting better and better at getting to faster rates of turning people to primary banking relationships, more products, which increases average revenue per user. You see this across every single fintech and neobank. Now, SoFi is following in these exact same footsteps. Now, they just put out a promotion. If you have SoFi Plus and you want to get SoFi Invest, enjoy 2x the bonus rewards. This is on top of the 4.5% that you can get on APYs. We'll also get not 3% cash back on hotels, 5%, with 25% off US hotels, only for SoFi Plus members. Hey, sign up for SoFi Plus today. You can also get once-in-a-lifetime experiences as a sweepstakes, but you have to enter, and to qualify, you need to have a direct deposit relationship. Kick off SoFi Plus with drinks on us. This is happy hour, So Fridays, right? This is happening multiple weeks in a row. We have the 4.5%, but even better than that, like the relationship that Paychex and SoFi just did for SoFi at Work, expanding SoFi at Work to 12 million more potential new members. What ended up happening, they said, hey, let's jumpstart this. Let's go out and not offer 4.5% APYs, 4.6% APYs, which is better than the people that end up going to SoFi directly, right? So you can see they offer 0.8% APY boosts going to SoFi at Work, and also an additional $75 for signing up. If you put $75 in using a direct deposit relationship and reach a balance of $75, we'll top you up with another $75 on top of that. But if you're signing up a direct deposit, you're not going to just put $75. They know that you're going to actively put your paycheck in there. You're going to spend that money away. You're going to do many other things other than just using these benefits to just qualify for small $75 promotions. You're going to try to increase, like in this slide shows, that you're going to get access to 1% match on recurring invest deposits, paid in reward points, larger bonuses on cashback through credit cards. Because if you have a brand new credit card with SoFi, you get 3% cashback. Whenever you have this 10% boost, it's 3.3%. It's very few cards that can end up beating a 3.3%, cashback rewards. So it's going to cross-sell you. They only need to pay $75 to get that relationship started. Okay. This is by far the most, what I'm going to assume, successful campaign that SoFi will have ever done. You can mark me on this, save this if you want, clip it, whatever you have to say. But I think that we're going to see record levels of new members coming in throughout the next few quarters, and then also expanding those customers into the products that end up boosting up average revenue per user. So loans, put those loans towards the loan platform business, increase credit cards, increase SoFi Invest. It's the whole spectrum. It's what we invested in SoFi in the first place, was for that SoFi flywheel is finally now in full effect. So ladies and gentlemen, quick video, but I just need to show you this, that these are the reasons why I'm getting so bullish on SoFi, is because they're really trying to ramp sales and marketing right now, growth at all costs. And what's happened in the fintech area lately is that the companies that do that see very successful results, not only in their actual fundamentals, but also in their stock price because of those fundamentals. So thank you all so much for watching. Subscribe if you want to see more updates like this, but bye for now.